Hello, friends and gamers. My name is Jinx, and welcome to Operation Hats. This is January 1941, the Italian 10th turn. Gentlemen, let us play some games here. All right, a little housekeeping first of all. Davik, the leader of the Commonwealth, says that in the case of the coastal defense ship, if it provides a militia, it hangs out in Gibraltar. Otherwise, it joins the rest of the fleet in A27. Now, according to my reading, it doesn't provide a militia, so I parked it in with that rest of the fleet. Another little note is that I put an infantry in Galicia and Leon. Germany succeeded in its recruitment role, and so I put a guy down here. I did state online to say that to put in Galicia and Leon, but there wasn't one at the start of the Italian turn, so I don't know if somebody shifted over to Basque Country or if I inadvertently said Basque Country. I didn't even check for that, but that's the situation there. So I needed to take a quick peek at the previous save file and see if that's the case. Let's go to our research. We can't do research because our major factory is damaged. So we move on to production. We have 18 bucks to spend. We're getting 2 for militia, 4 for marine, 4 for another marine, 4 for colonial infantry, and repairing through damage. That means us for a nice tidy sum of 17, and the difference, of course, is 1. So that's that. Now we go on to combat maneuvers. Our 3 coastal subs in M4 are coming across to M2, doing some converting there. From M4 and also from M8, we're sending 2 subs outside of Straits of Gibraltar. Gonna hit the enemy in M4 for converting, or A44 rather. And we're gonna hit this British submarine with a destroyer and seaplane. And lastly, as our 4th combat, a marine, an infantry, and this transport are gonna come around the coastline, down and invade Cape Town, combined with our forces here from South Africa and a tactical bomber coming in from Madagascar. That's what's going over there. Now let's get started with our combat roles. Red is for the attacker, blue the defender, and green represents the modifier that the enemy rolls, which is a +1. Yeah, it's very poor rolling here for the coastal subs. It's pretty slim chances that they succeed, honestly. They don't have great luck. So they hit the enemy for 1 damage, and even 1 damage is, you give medals out for 1 damage, as far as I'm concerned. Lastly, we have our last dice here. Nothing on that one. So only 1 damage here for the coastal subs. You know what? At the end of the day, we'll take what we can get. It's not perfect, but what submarine captain ever is. Now, for these submarines, missed on that one, and this one here, missed on that one. All right, so grand total of 1 buck taken off the enemy. Now, as for this attack here, the lighter blue is for the submarine enemy, the darker blue for our seaplane, and red for our destroyer. Our destroyer hit, we take a submarine off the table. And now for our attack down here. We have 6 units rolling out of 2, 1 tactical at 7. The enemy rolls 4 at 5 and 1 at 3. So let's roll this guy out. I see only 1 hit. And the enemy rolls, should have 2 or even 3 hits. 1 hit, okay. So we take off our marine, and they take off their militia. Not too bad to start off with. Going into the second round, let me double check this. Yeah, going into our second round. That looks much better. 3 hits. That's a 10. And on the enemy side, they might get 2 hits. They don't get 1. So 3 hits is quite substantial. 1, 2, 3. Makes up for a lack of combat ability for our coastal subs. But I'll take this one. 1 hit here, 2 hits total, and the enemy goes out without last little hit there. So we managed to take out the enemy quite handsomely without too many casualties. Of course, you win some, you lose some. We lost in regards to converting, had poor luck there, but we had much better luck in regards to this attack here. Okay, we slide straight into non-combat movement. Our aircraft lands back in Madagascar. Our 2 transports will go strategic naval move all the way back to home waters to Tripoli. We're going to... Yeah. Okay, Tripoli there. We're going to send this torpedo boat destroyer across to... Oh, actually, you know what? This fleet here, the Regia Marina in the Red Sea, is going to come across to M2. That's kind of what I wanted to do. And we're going to send some ships to join her here. So those guys are going there. This destroyer might as well go there. The 2 from Tyrrhenian Sea, these 2 destroyers come up here as well. We're going to leave our seaplane on maritime air patrol. Just to, in case we are attacked, which might be a viable strategy for sure. Come into this zone and we can kind of cover ourselves a little bit from an attack. There's that. All right, anything else we need? We're going to send by rail an anti-aircraft gun and an infantry to southern Italy. And these 3 planes are going to fly over and land in Sicily, I believe. Yeah. Let me see if anything else needs to be done. I think that about does it for our forces. We move the tactical bomber, yeah. That does it for our forces. We just need to deduct the income from the enemy. It's only $1. Honestly, they should let us re-roll that, I think. Okay. Going to grab our dudes here. Put them on the board. So we didn't damage the enemy as much as I thought we would. We're putting our colonial infantry in Tripoli, our 2 marines up in northern Italy, and our militia. We're going to put our militia in Madagascar, I think. Yeah, I think we'll put him in Madagascar. No, South Africa. We'll put him in South Africa. All right. That concludes the bulk of our turn. Let's just go to collect income phase. So our income went up by 1 by capturing South Africa. The Brits went down by 1, so 17. But also we get some bonus income here as well. So 17 brings us 18, 19, 20, 21. Because then the Mediterranean is free. $21. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. $22. Not 122. Unfortunately, we're not the Soviets. 122 is a little too strong. $22 to spend on the subsequent turn. A nice tidy little sum for our little Italians. And hopefully they can put it to good use in the subsequent turn and do something a little bit more dramatic and interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and erase all the drawn lines. Yeah, gentlemen, thank you all for watching. Now, if you guys have stuck it out so far, let me just tidy up a few loose ends here to say that in regards to tournament, I know my videos aren't all that fancy, and part of that is a choice because I'm pretty busy with my work schedule lately, and I'll free up in a couple months, maybe a month or two, and things will slow down considerably. And that works well with the tournament, where the first tier of the tournament, I'll be a little bit, streamlined and simple and efficient. Not too much intro music, intro video, background music, summaries, role-playing elements, and little tweaks I might add to the game. I'm keeping the first tier pretty straightforward. The second tier, I'll up the drama. If I'm lucky enough to play in the second tier, I'll up the drama a little bit, and I might even pull out my physical board game map and miniatures. It'll also coincide with the birth of my 3rd child, and I'll have a bit more time as I'm taking some paternity leave off. That's it, gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, I do appreciate your guys' participation in all this. And it's good stuff. I'm having lots of fun. And kudos to my opponents for jobs well done on their end and making it a very thrilling game altogether. Thank you, gentlemen, and cheers.